One of Taylor's first stops this morning was right here at Fox 6. The Hoover native jammed on the patio for singing 4 songs, including Jailhouse Rock on Good Day, Alabama.
The Taylor Hicks parade then rolled into downtown Birmingham, where he was greeted by a huge crowd. Mayor Bernard Kincaid was on hand at Lynn Park to give the American Idol contestant a key to the city.
From downtown Birmingham, Hicks headed to Hoover. He rocked the River Chase Galleria, performing 3 songs. An estimated 12,000 people packed the Galleria to cheer Taylor on.
Well, after leading Hoover, Taylor headed south of Montgomery, meeting with Governor Riley.
As Fox 6 News reporter Atticus Rominger tells us, the governor clued us in on one of the songs that Taylor is going to sing next week.
Looking amazingly like Elvis at Graceland, Taylor Hicks thrilled the throngs of young girls and older women, screechingly desperate for a chance to ogle their American Idol.
I got him to sign my poster and he shook my hand. I know it! We're from Mobile, Alabama. We came all the way to see him.
Taking a break from the crowds, Hicks strolled through the gardens of the governor's mansion with Bob Riley and First Lady Patsy Riley. Inside, they sat down for cobbler and a chat, while Taylor-hungry fans waited outside.
Bob Riley's a seasoned politician. He knows how to ask people for votes, and today he did so on Taylor Hicks' behalf.
On the mansion's front steps, Governor Riley declared it Taylor Hicks Day in Alabama and asked fans to continue their support.
And I also want to encourage all citizens to support and watch Taylor Hicks on American Idol and vote for him after his performance.
If it wasn't for you guys voting and watching, I wouldn't be standing here today, and I truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And if you know what? Stars do fall on Alabama.
Absolutely.
Riley also shared a fax from Idol judge Randy Jackson announcing the judges' pick song Hicks will sing on Tuesday's show. The song, You Are So Beautiful, which is exactly what some of his female fans were thinking and saying out loud as they cheered him off down the hopeful road to Idol victory. In Montgomery, Atticus Rominger, Fox 6 News.
After visiting with the governor and Mrs. Riley, Taylor headed back to Birmingham, and tonight he's attending Art on the Rocks at the Birmingham Museum of Art. Here's what he had to say to Fox 6 News reporter Jason Dennis before heading into the event.
I hadn't played guitar and harmonica for a longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds in a while now. So being able to go back to, being able to come back home and being able to play with my loud band and play guitar and stuff, it's been a release.
Don't forget, Fox 6 is your American Idol station. Stay with us as we bring you more on Taylor's big homecoming later in this newscast and a complete wrap of today's events on Fox 6 News at 10.
One incredible day, Jason.
Well, it's a big crowd here tonight at Art on the Rocks at the Birmingham Museum of Art. As you can see behind me, the band Dumps to Funk still playing, introduced tonight by the one and only Taylor Hicks. Some of Taylor's fans still here tonight enjoying this funky music, and they definitely enjoyed seeing him. This is the last stop in Taylor's long day, driving from the governor's mansion to the Birmingham Museum of Art, greeted by fans, the exhausted American Idol favorites, signed autographs, hugged fans, and took pictures with them. No, Taylor did not perform with the band tonight, Dumps to Funk, headlined by Aaron Neville's son. He said he loves their music, but he did jump on stage and tell the huge crowd screaming for him he loved them, and he was headed to Hollywood to win American Idol. And we talked to Taylor on his way in here tonight, and he told us what he's enjoyed most today is the people, getting back to Southern cooking and his instruments.
I hadn't played guitar and harmonica for a longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds in a while now. So being able to go back to, being able to come back home and being able to play with my loud band and play guitar and stuff, it's been a release. I don't mind these stops that I go to because I get to see people that I haven't seen in a long time, and you know, this is what it's all about.
Now, Taylor definitely looked a little tired tonight after a very long day here in Central Alabama, but he said he hopes to finally get some rest tonight and, like you said, win American Idol. And he says being back home has been worth it all and gets to see funky music like this behind me. Reporting live in Birmingham, Jason Dennis, Fox 6 News.
Fans in Montgomery also got the pride of Hoover High, played for the Bucks about 10 years back, and leave it to Fox 6 Sports to come up with a hidden video. Tonight, Mike Dubberly on a kid who is known for his own string music on the hard court.
Thanks to American Idol, the whole country knows Taylor Hicks, the performer. But here at the former Barry High School, he was known as Taylor Hicks, the basketball player.
Yeah, that's one of my passions. I was pretty agile, you know. You might could check some footage out. I scored a couple baskets or two.
So we did. Spot shadow. Here's Taylor Hicks as a sophomore at Barry, getting a steal against Parker. Then watch him as he'll finish with a nice layup. Larry Harbin, now at John Carroll, coached him in the 11th grade, and Brian Moon, now at Spain Park, had Taylor as a senior at Hoover.
Did he have skills? Did he have some game?
He could play a little bit. He really could. He came off the bench for us.
He gives everything he's got into it. When he dances up there, that's exactly how he played basketball.
Some people may say a lot of unnecessary movement. Maybe it's good that I didn't try to corral some of that movement. You know, he may not be where he is today.
Taylor was also a fiery player, not liking this foul call. And after missing a three, he comes back to put it off the glass for two. Now, Taylor may not have been the most talented player, but that's because he had other talents.
I would play high school basketball, and then I would go play in bars at night.
He's always singing in the dressing room, you know, on the bus. He also came up to me when he was about 16 years old and said, "Hey, Coach, I want to show you something." He pulled his hair back and he said, "Look, I've got gray hair."
Now both of his former coaches are part of the Soul Patrol and say they're pulling for their former player to be the next American Idol.
It doesn't surprise me. He's as successful as he is. He's doing great and real proud of him.
Yeah, in basketball slang, he's got some serious skills. I'm Mike Deverly, Fox 6 Sports.